Hey Scorpios, Yana Speaks here, and in this video I am doing your love reading for the month of September, and this is your mid-September 2019 love reading. Now I want to start off by letting you know that all of my readings are general, so they may or may not resonate with you because not every single Scorpio is going through the same exact thing, obviously. All right, so let's get started. What is the overall energy for Scorpios? What is the overall energy for the Scorpios? All right, so I can do it like that. It's gonna make it bright as hell. All right. The overall energy we have is the Nine of Swords, and it's paired with the Nine of Pentacles. So I'm seeing some, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm seeing some anxiety regarding you guys, like, I'm seeing anxiety regarding you guys maybe possibly having to be comfortable with being on your own. And what I mean by that is like, okay, I feel like you guys are very independent. I feel like you guys don't rely on a lot of people for anything. And I feel like you are a go-getter. Like you are, a stable person. You are the type of person that, knows how to be by yourself. You're not the type of person that clings onto people. Even at times you may like being by yourself. So I don't feel like you're like one of those people that feel like you need to be in a relationship. Like you feel secure being by yourself. But for some reason at this time in your life, you're like a bit anxious about it. So it could be that you've been by yourself for a while, and it's like bringing you some anxiety because you may be saying to yourself, how much longer am I going to kind of have to be like this? I feel like you guys want a commitment, like you want a higher commitment, you want to get married, you are a very traditional person, and I feel like there is someone in your life right now that that you are interested in, there's someone that you do love a lot, there's someone that you feel like there's a very like mutual connection there, but this person may not necessarily want a commitment, right? So what I'm pulling here, I feel like a lot of you are kind of like, may possibly be in a friends with benefits type of relationship, right? And I feel like at first you were okay with it because you didn't want anything serious yourself. You're not a needy person. But I feel like as time went on, you're like, hey, is it going to stay like this? Are we going to eventually get to the point where we commit to one another? That's kind of what I'm getting here. And I feel like you may be looking at your other options, like other people may be trying to pursue you, or this could be the person that you're dealing with has other options, other suitors. But I feel like the connection that you and this person have is very sexual. This person may look at you like you are one of their options. Like they may like daydream about you and like daydream about the sex that you guys have, but they also daydream about the other suitors they have. But this could also be your energy as well. I kind of feel like it's both though. Like I feel like y'all both have other people that want the both of y'all. And I feel like because of that, it just brings like, I feel like it brings like imbalance between the both of you. We have temperance reverse here. So I feel like it takes the both of you off center because I feel like although you guys are in this space where you're not fully committed, I don't feel like you both want to see each other with other people. I feel like you guys may feel like you kind of rushed into things with each other. Like things picked up really fast between each other because it was a very mutual connection. Okay, I feel like some of you may be dealing with an air sign. I'm seeing strongly Libra. Doesn't have to be, but I'm seeing Libra. That's what I'm getting here. But I feel like your overall energy with the King of Swords being here as well is like, you're like, okay, let me get centered. Let me stop being in my head. Let me stop being in my emotions. Let me think clearly. Let me be logical here. Let me think of the right way to go about this situation, because I am starting to feel anxiety, because it's like, hey, are things going to continue to stay like this? I feel like some of you may have felt trapped in this situation, but I feel like you're coming out of that space. You're wanting to let go. That's what I'm seeing here. And I feel like some of you may even feel like you've lost kind of some passion for this person. You may even feel like this person is a little childish, immature. This person may be someone who doesn't really know how to commit fully. I just feel like you're getting to the point where you're like, I don't want to continue going about things this way. I want more. I feel like you want love. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, and with the High Priestess being here, it's like you trusting what you're feeling, you trusting your intuition, you getting to the point where you're realizing that this is not enough for me anymore. So that's kind of what happens with friends with benefits type of relationships. Like, I feel like in the beginning you were cool with it. You were like, yeah, it's whatever, I don't care. But after time has passed, you start to catch feelings for this person. So let's see how this person feels about the Scorpio. So how does this person feel about the Scorpio? We have the Eight of Swords here. So they feel trapped. They're in their head though. This is all mental. So why do they feel trapped? Remember when I talked about them having other suitors? We do have the Three of Chalices here. So they do have someone else on the side. Okay? I feel like for some of them, they may feel like you guys are better off as friends. They don't want anything serious at this point. But they feel trapped. And I feel like they feel trapped because they view you as someone... It's like, okay... They view you as someone who is very loving, very nurturing. Like, they love talking to you. They love being around you because you're a nurturer. You're like, almost have like a motherly kind of vibe. So they view you as like a great person overall. But at times they feel like you can be very emotional. And that could possibly be the reason why they're feeling trapped. You know, it could be like them feeling like, well, everything was going so good. Why all of a sudden the change in you? Why all of a sudden are you being so emotional? I feel like this person is more worried about themselves, more worried about materialistic things. They could be more worried about their finances, their job, their career. If they own a business, this person may have, you know, maybe really good as far as like their stability, like their finances are probably really like in order, and they're more focused on that. That could be the reason why they wanted a friends with benefits type of situation, because they are more focused on their career and really putting their all into that. It seems like the career has all of their attention. I do feel like they do have feelings for you, but I feel like it's not strong enough feelings. Because pages are like premature. Like when you pull a page, is like you rather pull that for when you first meet someone as far as how they feel about you. But when you've been dealing with the person for a while, you want those feelings to progress. You want to pull like kings, like, because that's stronger feelings. That's someone who's like, you know what I mean? So it's like they have feelings here, but not a lot. They do enjoy having you in their life though, and they do enjoy seducing you, and they do make certain promises to you that they may not necessarily always keep. But like I said, I feel like they do have feelings for you, but not commitment wise though. They're not there. They want to continue to focus on themselves. Like, that's more important to them. That has all of their attention is their career, finances. That's what they're worried about. That's what they care about. But I also feel like it's because they have a third party here. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like, yes, they do love you, Scorpios. They do care for you, but money and themselves comes first. That's their attitude. Okay, so my next question is, what was their intentions with the Scorpio? What was their intentions with the Scorpio? Yeah, their intentions was the friends with benefits thing. We have the Seven of Pentacles here and the Knight of Wands. So their intentions was always like, let's see where things go. Let's see what happens. A lot of times you pull the Seven of Pentacles, like if it's in finances, it's like basically saying someone who worked really hard for something and kind of waiting for their fruits of labor to come in. They could become, kind of impatient because they feel like they've been waiting for a while for things to happen for them. They feel like they've been tested. But a lot of times when I pull the Seven of Pentacles in a love reading, it's like someone who has kind of the attitude of like, waiting to see what's going to happen, waiting to see where things go. They're not like, oh, I don't want a commitment, but they're not like, I really want one either. Their attitude just like, oh, we'll see how it goes. We'll see, where things take us from here. This person does feel like they have invested in you, and their attitude was always, let's just see what happens. But with the Knight of Wands being here, it's like, yes, their intentions was to have, passion and sex with you. They were drawn to you in a passionate type of way, but their intentions was never here to stay. It was always like to be able to go about their business and do what they want to do. This person doesn't really want to sit in one place at one time. They want to be able to do them. That's why they wanted the friends of benefits, because they knew that that's where they were they knew that that's where they were at that time in their life. They knew that that's what they could offer you. We also have the Five of Wands here, so it's like, I don't want to say their intentions were to fight with you, but they're like, if I have to like fight for this, like to fight to have you in my life, I'll do that too. But at the same time, I'm seeing two things here. It's like this person will fight to keep you in their life. I feel like they will fight with you for that. But I feel like also too, some of them will fight you if you try to like question them about a higher commitment. It's almost like they feel like they will fight you, like they will defend themselves against that, because they feel like they were upfront with you about what they wanted. So I'm seeing two things here. Some of them will fight for this, and then some of them are like, no, I'll fight you if you try to come at me about this, because I told you from the get-go what it is that I want. I feel like a lot of them feel like defeated though. They feel kind of like this is an uphill battle. It's like a lot goes on in their mental space. Some of them may even feel a bit like betrayed, in the sense of like if you were to come to them and say, hey, like, I want more, they may feel like, well, I told you that that's not what I wanted from the beginning. And it's almost like, it sounds weird, but almost like a betrayal. Like, how could you go back on what we talked about? Like, I thought you and I was on the same wavelength. I thought we both understood where each other was coming from. Like, kind of like betrayed, like, dang, why does the Scorpio want to mess this up? Like, we both agreed on this been going fine. Like, why all of a sudden a change of heart? That's kind of how they feel. To me, I'm also seeing with the Justice being here, it's like they feel like being like this was fair. Like, they felt like justified by it. They felt like there was, like, they felt like the scales were balancing out, like things were fair between you guys, because you both had a conversation about what was expected of both of you. So they kind of feel like they didn't blindside you with this. Like, they verbally said to you, this is what I can offer you, and you were okay with it. So like, it's almost like if you were to come with them like, hey, this is bothering me that you have other people and that you're doing you on the side, and I want more. They may not necessarily feel bad because they feel like they told you what it was and they were upfront about it.